Josh, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with your brain? Where did that come from? That's a really hard one. It could be the hardest of all. Simon in the Board A-hole here. Thank you for joining me. Happy Saturday to anybody who is watching. We're just doing something a little bit different today because I don't even know why. Somebody thought they'd make it a funny video. I thought that probably would be quite funny. So essentially what I did is I went to my community feed. This is why my laptop is open today. And I said, you've got to make me choose between two things. And some of the examples I gave were protein. They're very lame examples. Protein or creatine or deadlifts or squats. But it could be anything even outside of the realms of fitness. And we're just going to fly through them now. I haven't read them, so I'm a bit worried because you should usually vet these things. So if you think, wow, that was a heavily edited video, you will know things have come out of my mouth that I don't believe anybody should say. So let's just get on with this. We start with Brandon Ferguson. Well done to you, Brandon. You had one of the most upvoted comments and you said, in the gym, would you rather have the person working out beside you grunting as if they are constipated the whole workout, or have the person behind you smell worse than the backside of a cow? Well, smelling is worse. Like, even if they were grunting, I could probably try and drown them out with my headphones, but if they stink, their smell is going to get into my nostrils. And I don't know about you, but when you smell something or anyone that's really bad, you kind of feel like you're then transforming into them, because that's just something that my brain does. And I regret saying that straight away. Cool Guy says, who are you backing to win, The Mountain or Eddie Hall? That's a good one. Man, you kind of took the idea and spun it on its head. Well, look, I'm always going to back Eddie Hall because, again, he's a British dude. I really, really like him. I followed his career forever. I like Thor as well. And I think it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see, especially because when I'm doing this video tonight, we have the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight. And that kind of ties into these celebrity fights. But yes, if somebody put a gun to my head, I'd be like, what are you doing? Just ask me a question like my good man Cool Guy has done here, and I'll tell you, I would go with Eddie Hall. Dano O'Brien says, Doom Eternal playthrough or the Doom Slayer workout and nutrition. So either play Doom or work out like Doom. Well, always working out. I love video games, and you know, there's few things that I enjoy more, but the gym is one of them. So it would always be the gym. I would do the Doom Slayer workout. I don't know what he eats. Probably the heads of demons. Miss Blizzy said, do one workout totally covered versus scantily clad. Watch the watchers. Totally covered. Totally covered. I don't even like wearing a vest in the gym because I have serious mental issues. But yeah, there are a few things I can do scantily clad. You can let your imaginations run wild. MPA, I've seen it already. Horsel said, Gerald the Fitness Mascot or Stanly The Gains Giraffe. Dude, you're a mean person, but it would be Gerald the Fitness Mascot. You always go with the person that was with you from the beginning. I like Stanley. I love Stanley, but Gerald was there first, so I have to pick them. Christian Potato, who wins the name game, says, in this hypothetical situation, you can choose to have played one of these in your lifetime. Which one would it be? The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion or Dragon Age Origins? So essentially, which one did I enjoy more? That's so difficult because Dragon Age Origins was my window into HD gaming and the Xbox 360. So I was like, holy flub. But I think that Dragon Age Origins is one of the greatest games of all time. Probably Dragon Age Origins, because I like the sort of the way you could be a good guy, bad guy, which you can kind of do in Oblivion, but not really. Daniel Fryer said, would you rather train for a week with Greg Doucette or Jeff Cavaliere, Athlean-X? These are really good questions. Again, it kind of ties into the Gerald question. Probably Greg Doucette, because when I got into fitness YouTube, Greg was one of the guys that I first saw. And also, like, Greg is bigger than Athlean-X, and I'm more about size. So I imagine Greg can help me out. Obviously, he's still ridiculously lean. Reese says, would you rather train legs every day for a week for 2 hours or do the same with abs? Well, legs. I mean, I don't care about working abs. I just couldn't give a hoot. I don't care. Whereas legs, if you did, I hate training legs. I've told you before, I tell you again, but I'm always going to do it. And you do see more sizable gains. So I'm going to go with legs. Shai says, can you do a creatine video and its beneficial effects on hair loss? Shai just took this opportunity to try and get a video in there. We've done a creatine video, my friend. You can find it on the channel. Boldo says, that's right. Which would you rather see in the Olympics, strongman or powerlifting? Well, strongman would get more people watching because it's probably more entertaining, but then I really like powerlifting too. I'll go with strongman because I want to see somebody get an Olympic gold medal for doing the Atlas stones. Graham says behind the neck shoulder press or behind the neck lat pull downs. Well, lat pull downs. Never do anything behind your neck, just my opinion. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's just my advice. But I genuinely tore my rotator cuff doing behind the neck shoulder presses, so I promised I would never do them again. Christopher says dumbbell hammer curls or seated preacher curls. I actually think dumbbell hammer curls are probably better for you because I know they focus on the forearm, but I think they get your arm more. But I really like seated preacher curls because deep down, like us all, I'm a bro, so I'm going with them. David Suffolk says you should do the Instagram or YouTube decided my diet trend. I could do that. How do you even do that? Do I just ask you for what I should eat for my diet? That sounds like a terrible idea. Evan says, public gym, all equipment busy most of the time, or home gym with some basic equipment, public gym all the time. If the pandemic has taught me anything, I do not like working out at home unless I can create some kind of badass gym in my garage. I don't even have a garage. D-Bone says, Attitude Era, WWF or WCW, always WWF, and current era, WWE or AEW. That's a much harder question. I don't even know if I can answer it, to be completely honest. I think if I had to pick one right now, probably AEW, because I want to see where the Hangman Page story is going to go. But then I don't get my Roman Reigns fix. I don't get my Daniel Bryan fix. I don't get my Edge fix. I don't get my Kevin Owens fix. That's a horrible, horrible question. Krill says, you can never lose weight or you can never gain weight. Which you pick for the rest of your life? Your body composition does change. I like how you put the proviso in there, because I would have asked. Well, I don't want to ever never gain weight. No, so but then you can never lose weight. Well, you want to gain weight to put on size. I would say I can never lose weight. I always want to be able to put on weight because, again, deep down, I'm a bro. Bear Bubby says, intermittent fasting versus strict dieting. I hear different opinions and I want to know yours. Well, I've done intermittent fasting and, of course, I've done strict dieting. The only reason I don't like intermittent fasting is because I want to wake up and eat because I'm a massive pig. There are massive benefits to it, and I did kind of like the way you can get up and just be quite productive and then you train and you eat or whatever you do. But no, I would always pick strict dieting. I think that's more sustainable for me personally. I think it works better for me long term. And your intermittent fasting, when I'm not eating, I'm just thinking about food. PC says, 1 year of the worst episodes of Raw with no breaks. Or 1 year of reliving your most awkward moments as a child teenager. Oh my gosh, dude, you just made that so easy. 1 year of the worst episode of Raw with no break. I did not enjoy my childhood. I remember when people used to say, school's the best time of your life. And you're like, what? It better not be. This kind of sucks. And we'll do a few more. Me and smashed a few out. Arms or chest? Arms are two muscle groups though. No, because chest, because you work your triceps as well. Shoulders or chest? Chest. Abs or quads? Quads. Biceps or triceps? Triceps. Shoulders or arms? Well, arms there, because I guess I can get my shoulders working my chest. Kind of not. Single player or multiplayer, and what are your favorite games? Oh, that's too hard. At the moment, probably single player, but most of the time multiplayer. But again, you know what it's like. You play loads of multiplayer, then you want to play single player and vice versa. Some of my favorite games, Gears of War, Call of Duty, Mario Tennis, true story. Looking forward to Mario Golf. Overcooked 2, I've been playing that a lot recently. I mean, there's just so many. Check out at Simon316. I did a tweet of my 10 favorite games about a week ago. Joe Cowan says, walking lunges to failure or hack squats to failure? Well, actually, as much as I hate walking lunges, I hate hack squats more, so it'd be walking lunges to failure. Gordon Getty says, if you could only train for 1 hour per week for whatever reason, would you use the time in one session or split it across a few sessions? No, I'd always split it across a few sessions. I mean, if you got 60 minutes, so essentially you could do 20 minutes. That's a hard one, but you got 25 minutes on upper body. Maybe you could do 20 minutes upper body, 20 minutes lower body, and then go back into 20 minutes upper body. Because let's face it, we're always going to work upper body over legs. Sophie says, never do squats again or never bench press again. Well, no, never do squats again. I don't want to do squats, even though they're far better exercises for you than bench press. Well, again, what a stupid thing to say. It all depends on what you're trying to do. Matthew Miller, that's why you get in here, bias running supreme. Would you rather run a 100-meter race backwards on one hand and one leg, or run a 100-meter race doing the worm? Well, I can't do the worm, so I'll have to pick one hand and one leg. Jimmy Nugget says 3 inches of hair or 1 inch to your biceps. I don't care about this anymore. 1 inch to my biceps. I'm used to it. I'm bald now. I'll be bald for the rest of my life. And Lee Schwan says Metallica or the Rolling Stones? Metallica, any day of the week. Sammy Callahan or Haku? Or Sammy Callahan, but only because we still keep in contact. And presenting videos with a hat on or wearing a dress shirt? Oh, presenting videos with a hat on. I don't like dressing up. I'm just one of those kind of a guys. And I'm going to finish with Josh's because it's disgusting. Drink from a shaker bottle that hasn't been washed in a month, or lick a bench that hasn't been wiped down after somebody has used it. Josh, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with your brain? Where did that come from? That's a really hard one. It could be the hardest of all. Because look, everyone has left some protein in a shaker bottle. It is disgusting. It's one of the worst things ever. But I don't want to lick a bench with someone else's crap. It has to be licking of the bench. Because there is every chance they haven't left that much residue. That's right, I said it. Whereas a shaker bottle from a month after all that crap in it that hasn't been washed, you're 100% going to get ill. 100%, there's no way. It'd be so bad for you. You're definitely going to throw up. In fact, I don't even think I'd be able to drink it. It would stink so bad. But if you lick the bench, as horrible as it is, and once again, I feel like I was transforming into a different person, there's a better percentage that you're not going to be massively sick afterwards. But George, it's brilliant. You're a very disturbed human. And there you go. Boom. I thought that was good. We've still got a load more. So I may do the rest, depending on how it does. You know, it's a views-based business. We'll see what happens. Now, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Hit the bell ding ding so you know when other videos are going live. There's another video right there. Give it a click should you so fancy. Instagram and Twitter at Simon316, patreon.com/Simon316. If you want to support the channel financially, bunch of rewards. You can join our weekly Q&A sessions. Simon.bigcartel.com for merchandise. But otherwise, thank you very much for your effort, I suppose. I really, really enjoyed that. It was fun. And if you like it, drop me a comment below so I know. That's the only way to gauge what I should do next. And I'll see you on the next one.